Last week, we provided our prospect with 3 options in terms of packaging and pricing. And there's a reason why great brands from Apple to Netflix to your local coffee shop always offer 3 pricing options. Not 2, not 5, 3. But why is the rule of 3 so powerful? Let's break down the psychology behind this. When you give a buyer just 2 options, a cheap one and a premium one, you're actually creating a conflict, not a choice. They're stuck asking themselves in an internal battle, do I go cheap and risk missing out? Do I spend more and risk overpaying? Now, the problem with this is that is not a comfortable place to make a decision from. Psychologically, it triggers risk aversion. And what happens then? It leads to no decision at all. Now, when you introduce a third option, something magical happens. The decision shifts from should I buy to which one should I buy? That's the Goldilocks effect. Just like Goldilocks, one porridge was too hot, one was too cold, the middle was just right. Humans naturally gravitate towards the middle of 3 choices. It feels safe, balanced, and smart, not extreme. That's why you see basic, pro, and premium everywhere. The middle is the Goldilocks, the sweet spot. Guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It means I can continue creating more of this type of content. Back to the video. Now, here's the next layer. It's called anchoring. When people see your higher priced option first, that number sets a mental reference point, a value anchor. Suddenly your middle price doesn't look expensive anymore. It seems a smarter choice. For example, if I show you a 4K premium package, and then I show you a 2K Pro package, the Pro version suddenly feels like great value, right? But if I'd only shown you the 2K options and the 1K options, the 2K would have felt like the expensive one. See the shift? The high anchor reframes the middle option as reasonable. Think about it this way. When you're in a restaurant and they offer you 2 bottles of wine, one's $20, one's $40, you're most likely going to lean towards the $20 one. Now, let's add an $80 option. Suddenly, the $40 one looks quite attractive. The $80 bottle anchored value and made the $40 one seem smart and the sensible choice, not extravagant. Now, what you can also do with 3 options that you can't with 2 is you can guide your buyer by simply moving the middle option. Let's get one thing straight. Human beings don't know what something should cost. We only compare. By providing 2 options, you create that conflict. But by having a bookend to your middle option, a lower option and a higher option, we now have context. Now, if we see popcorn prices, for example, at the cinemas, small, medium, large, if the small is £3, the medium is £4, and the large is £4.50, our brain tells us the smart move is to go for the large, because you're getting the best value for money. So you can strategically place the middle option closer to either the lower end or the higher end to guide your buyer to where you want them to go. If you want them to go to the middle option, it's the best option for them, then you place the middle option closer in price to the low ticket item. And if the higher price point is actually a better fit for them, you simply move the package closer in price to the premium ticket item. Now, 3 options also hit what psychologists call optimal cognitive load. 1 option equals no context, 2 options equals conflict, and 3 options equals clarity. Our brains can easily compare 3 things at once. No problem. More than that, and you get overwhelmed, and typically you shut down. And that means you end up doing nothing. So you're designing not just a pricing model, you're designing for ease of decision making. Now, here's something subtle but also super powerful. Offering 3 options also communicates expertise. What do I mean by that? It tells your audience, I understand different customer needs. I've thought about you at every level. It frames you as a guide, not a pushy sales rep. You're giving structure, not pressure, and people trust that. So give people 3 and you'll watch them sell themselves on the one you wanted them to sell themselves on all along. Because in sales, psychology beats logic every single time.